Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to me to introduce Miss Maybright Aynuca in her interview. Miss Maybright.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maybright Aynuca. I'm a B2 level student, and today I have a presentation of this topic, the movie Society of the Snow. Well, and this movie is a survival drama film directed by Juan Antonio Bayona. Juan Antonio Bayona is the director of movies such as Jurassic World or another one that I don't remember well. This movie was released in 2023 in December through cinemas and January through Netflix. It is based on Pablo Pizzeri's book, who is a writer that grew up around the people involved in the real story. Next we have the plot. The movie is based on an Uruguayan rugby football team and their supporters. They travel by the Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571. Unfortunately, the airplane faced a bad weather condition and it crashed into the Andes, in October 13 of 1972. So we have the cast. The actors are out of the world. They love their profession. The main character of the movie is interpreted by Enzo. He is Enzo or Numa. Well, Numa is the main, an important and essential character of the movie because the whole movie is narrated by him and his experience when he arrived on the plane until his end. He's the main character, but he doesn't alive, so that is a sad thing of the movie. But I want to mention something important of the movie because this movie doesn't change anything. It keeps the important facts of the real story. I want to mention 6 important facts of the movie. The first is a survivor, Nando Parado. He was in contusions for 3 days, and when he woke up, we can notice in the movie that his eyelids were black, and that is why he suffered a skull trauma, a skull fracture and an hemorrhage that causes a trauma called raccoon eyelids. Well, in the second we have cannibalism. I didn't put a picture of cannibalism in the slide, but I will mention. The survivors decide that because it was a unique way to keep alive. The most of the survivors didn't agree with that, especially Numa that frequently avoided, and that's why he died. The third important fact is the avalanche. The survivors face an avalanche in the 17th day of the accident. The survivors lose many lives. The rugby team lost their leader. And actually, a survivor lost her life. So we have Adolfo Strauch. He is a fundamental part because he's part of the Strauch cousins. They are important because they cook the human meat. But in the other hand, I want to mention that Adolfo Strauch found a method to manufacture water in the middle of the Andes after 3 days of the accident, so it was a long time without the video. No one's died. Well, we can notice in the movie the kindness action that Numa did. When he died, he understood that the unique way to keep alive their friends were give their body to consume. So when he died, he left a biblical quote that says, "There is no greater love than lay down one's life for one's friends." That is like motivation for Nando, Roberto, and Tintin because they decided to cross the Andes after Numa's death. And that's why he decided to cross. But during that, Tintin had to return because there wasn't enough food for them. When Roberto and Nando walked around 10 days to find help. When they found help, a farmer, Sergio Catalan, helped them. We have popularity. The movie is so popular. And I say that because the Society of the Snow has cracked the number 1 the global top list for non-English film, which is a rare thing because it's a non-English film movie. Actually, I know about this movie through TikTok because I saw many videos about it. And also, I want to mention the Oscar nominations. This movie was nominated for 2 important categories. The first was Best International Feature Film, where they represent Spain because it is a Spanish movie. And the second, Best Makeup in Hairstyle. This category highlights the hard work of the stylists during filming time. Unfortunately, this movie didn't win anything because it competed with other amazing movies such as Oppenheimer that win Best International Feature Film. And in the next we have similarity. I want to ask you something. Okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Can you tell me which is the picture in the real life?
Oh wow. I think it's the right side is the real.
This one?
Yes.
Yes, you're correct.
Is the real. Oh.
And this picture?
This picture, I think, is the right side too. Is the real.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Quality of the image.
You're correct. Well, you can see in the pictures the similarity is a similarity that is a little bit worried, and it's because the director was take care of search good actors. We can say that other movies based in the same story use American actors, but in this movie we can find a casting full of Uruguayan and Argentine actors. So also the actors represent the experiences of every survivor. So for that reason, they have to be so similar to their survivors. So next we have the connection. The most of the survivors were in promoting the movie. The connection is so strong with the actors because they are similar. In an interview, Gustavo Cernino, one of the survivors, said, Noma, in Enzo's eyes, I can see Noma, and that's why we can feel the connection between them. And finally, the message. From my own experience, I can say that when I watch the movie, my feelings get a crash because we can notice the message of the movie. We can have an improvement and a constant fight against our scaffolds. Yeah.
Okay, Miss Mary, thank you so much for all the explanation about the movie. Okay, now I have some questions to you, okay, according to your topic. Remember me please, when was the accident?
It was in October 13 of 1972.
Okay, thank you. And also remember me, what was the plane's name?
It was Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571.
Okay, now, where the plane crashed?
Well, the plane crashed in a glacier between Uruguay and Argentina.
Okay, how many victims were there?
I searched about that and I found around 40 passengers.
Okay, thank you. Now, how many survivors?
Okay, I wanna mention that were 16 survivors, but the most of the survivors are in the public eye. In exception of one of them, a friend of Noma that feels he blamed himself because Noma died.
Okay, among the survivors, were there men or women or children?
The survivors, no. The survivors are just men. But actually, in the accident, we can see in the movie women that were alive until the avalanche.
Oh, okay, thank you. Miss Maybright, what was the importance of Numa Turkati in the accident?
Well, I say that I mentioned this part because in the movie we can notice that he narrates the whole story until the end. But in the real life, I think because he has a real connection with the survivors, he was a real friend.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Maybright. Now, in your consideration, what do you think about the survives methods?
Well, for example, cannibalism. I think they decide to that thing because they want to keep alive. But I think that is a difficult decision because they consume human meat of their friends.
Oh, yes, of course, okay. Now, in that case, did you eat human meat if you were in that situation?
If I were in that situation, I will prepare to die.
Okay. Now, Ms. Louis, do you know a method to survive?
I'm not a scout, so I don't know a lot of survive methods.
Okay. Would you like to learn more?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Ms. Louis, and did you know the real survivors participated in the movie?
Yes, I mentioned it because the connection between the actors and the survivors is strong. And they participate in the promotion of the movie. So for that reason, the movie is so popular.
Okay. Ms. Maybright, and what was the most impact scene in the movie?
Scene in the movie? I think it's the relationship between the Roger team because actually they were friends. So I think that is the best thing that we can notice in the movie.
Okay, thank you. Would you like to meet the real survivors?
Yes. I would like to meet Nando Colorado and Roberto Perez.
Okay. So, just imagine that situation, right? You meet. And you have just one opportunity to ask one question. What would be the question?
And that is an impossible situation, but the question that I will say is, if you
Okay, thank you. Okay, Miss Maybright, now, have you traveled in a plane before?
Yes, my mom someday told me that I were in a plane when I was 3 years old, but I don't remember.
Okay. Now, did you cry during the movie?
Yes, a lot. Especially when Numa died, because he's the main character, so you feel the stress, you feel sad, and also in the end, when the survivors are saved, it's an emotional lesson.
Okay. So okay, I can say that was Nomad your favorite character?
That is a difficult question because Numa is about keep alive, just in the middle of the movie. And then I think my favorite character is Nando Parado.
Okay, now, did you recommend?
Yes, obviously I recommend the movie because the movie has an amazing message. The young generation, I read the comments of young generation that say the movie give them the motivation to do whatever they want.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I never seen that movie. Now with your explanation, I must see it. Okay, now please to finish, say some words to our public.
Okay, thank you so much for your attention. I want to recommend this movie because it has an amazing message. I think you will have more motivation to keep alive. And thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Maybright.